Welcome to AutoSens, the world's leading community for ADAS and autonomous vehicle technology development. We create best-in-class events, training, and information in order to connect the global community of scientists, engineers, and other automotive industry experts. One such expert joining us today is Gilles Gallee, Director of Autonomous Vehicle Solutions at Ansys. And Gilles, welcome to AutoSens. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Carl, and hello, everybody.
Gilles, can you tell us more about Ansys and your commitment to safety when it comes to developing ADAS and autonomous vehicles?
Yes, sure. Ansys, at Ansys, we have a deep focus on safety, especially safety for autonomous vehicle, and especially for us, how to support the industry or customers in the industry from silicon to system. So we support our customer into what we call a model-based system engineering approach, from chip design, chip development, up to final scenario-based testing, which require best and representative simulation models in order to perform and to virtualize the test. So what we do at Ansys is helping our suppliers in designing the component, designing a chip, designing a sensors, create a virtual prototyping, validating, making a sign-off all in the cloud. And then they can support their customers by providing virtual twin to the OEMs. And OEMs can also use these models to simulate at scale and to generate a complete autonomous vehicle in the cloud and to get sign-off sooner than doing this in a traditional way. That's mostly what we do at Ansys in order to support this high-level safety requirement.
Yeah. And can you give us some insight then into the capabilities of Ansys autonomous vehicle simulation and how it's supporting the development, testing, and validation of safe automated driving technologies? And just going a step further with this, specifically the AV Accelerate product. So what is AV Accelerate? And then ultimately, how does this address current problems and challenges with ADAS and automated driving applications?
Yeah. So Ansys AV Accelerate is a platform tool of Ansys. This is a key pillar of Ansys supporting the industry. So supporting the OEM to do their safety validations, or what we call safety by design, safety by validation approach, and supporting the suppliers in designing and validating components, like a sensor, for example. So AV Accelerate is a way to support the workflow from suppliers to OEM and to support the OEM in generating millions of scenarios in the cloud in a couple of days in order to achieve validation and homologation of their environment. So AV Accelerate is a simulation platform, simulation tool, which enable to generate scenarios at scale and to capture the virtual twins from the different suppliers of the car. So yeah, it's an important tool for our customer.
And when it comes to AV Accelerate, we hear about this being adopted by significant OEMs, in particular BMW. Can you tell us more about the involvement there with BMW?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So AV Accelerate has been launched 3 years ago. So it's a quite new platform, but it's based on years of experience at Ansys working with key customers like BMW. So we have been working with BMW for the last 5 years, developing the simulation platform, which enable to explore these millions of variations of scenarios, which will bring the proof of safety for the final validation of level 3 and higher level of autonomy. And so it was a long journey together with BMW, working jointly, developing this platform. And we we validate the platform last year together with them. They use the platform to validate their first level 3 car on the market that they launch now, the i7. And Ansys launched this product to the market, and now we are supporting several OEMs in the deployment of AV Accelerate for inside their environment.
We're talking with Gilles Gallee, Director of Autonomous Vehicle Solutions at Ansys, talking about AV Accelerate and working with BMW, shifting focus a little bit, but along those same lines, really, your partnership and your ongoing relationship with NVIDIA. So when we talk about sensor simulation, we hear about Ansys and NVIDIA. So Gilles, here, how can this help OEMs ultimately deliver a safe and reliable autonomous driving application? How can this partnership help ensure that these safe and reliable solutions come to the market?
Yeah. So Ansys is partnering with NVIDIA for a couple of years. It's a solid partnership, especially helping our customer to bring physics-based simulation over cloud and over GPU for accelerated simulation. For autonomous driving, we Ansys with AV Accelerate, we can augment NVIDIA Drive Sim powered by Omniverse with advanced physics-based sensor models. So again, OEMs who are working with NVIDIA, they can take benefits of Ansys to streamline and to accelerate the usage of sensor models in their environment. So again, it's a way for them to use AV Accelerate and Ansys to get faster into a cloud for testing, validating with accurate simulation, considering their particular design with their particular suppliers. And again, it's a really strong partnership with NVIDIA.
Taking into account everything we've been discussing so far, what are some of the current challenges that are still facing ADAS and autonomous vehicles? What are some challenges that we still have yet to address as an industry?
I think we'll learn a lot at AutoSens this year again about the challenges, but if I want to summarize from our perspective, the acceleration today, and especially the reduction, the change on the electronic architecture toward the zonal ECU, so which means massive power compute inside the car with a lot of AI, embedded AI, is pushing the industry and it pushing the OEM also to simulate much more. And making simulation more, they need also to get more accuracy into their simulation and to go faster. So again, this is where Ansys, we see the way to help the industry, the way to help our customer with more accurate physics and simulation models over cloud efficiently into what we call an MBSE approach, a model-based system engineering approach, which facilitate workflows and exchange between OEMs, suppliers. Again, so these probably are the most challenging aspects which are driving our strategy in this field.
Gilles, you'll be part of our AutoSens Europe 2024 event in Barcelona. What can attendees expect from Ansys? What will you be talking about there in Barcelona?
Yeah, so we will have and I encourage people to come to the presentation of our product manager, AV Accelerate product manager, Lionel Ben, together with the CEO of Control GmbH, Andreas Loringer. They will talk about safety and homologation and regulation compliance of autonomous driving vehicle based on the usage of MBSE approach, physics simulation over cloud. So I think it will be a really interesting presentation showing how we do it for our customer. And I'll also encourage the people to join and to come to the booth. We will have a nice showcase. We will also have some partner presentation here to illustrate what we are doing. And as per our experience, it's usually a great place to talk with an expert of the industry. And also we will have our expert from Ansys also on the booth to engage conversation with the people.
We'll certainly be looking forward to that, those talks, and then want to encourage all of our AutoSense viewers and attendees to visit the Ansys booth. We've been talking today with Gilles Gallee, Director of Autonomous Vehicle Solutions at Ansys. Gilles, thank you for sharing your expertise and your thought leadership. I'll look forward to seeing you, of course, in Barcelona, and I hope to be able to sit for an interview like this again in the near future. But in the meantime, thank you for being here, friend.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you all. See you in Barcelona.
For more information on Ansys and to find out more about our upcoming events, see the links in the description. And for more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the AutoSense community on LinkedIn. In Detroit, on behalf of AutoSense, I'm Carl Anthony.